So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about Dragon Age the Veilguard again. I have a video locked and loaded that's reacting to a video that Asmongold put out, which was a reaction to another bit of content from another streamer. And they were basically, in their own way, lamenting the fact that video game commentary and culture and the way that people critique things, well, it's a little bit radicalized on both sides, because you can't just look at one side and say, wow, that side is particularly evil and they're in positions of authority and they're doing all these really nefarious, terrible things. No, you got to play center of the road. You got to basically go play in traffic. So you can't go on one side, you can't go on the other. You kind of tap dance in the middle, and that's essentially what they do. And they lament the fact that we can't have conversations anymore about video games because it's too toxic these days. So basically, I laid out the fact that that's a ridiculous and cowardly position because there's only one side that is jamming this into video games. There's only one side that's jamming this into media and making this a conversation. It would sort of be like criticizing the people that are at an art museum and these Just Stop Oil people come and douse paint on it and you start yelling at them. You're going, what the hell are you doing? Well, it's both sides. Both sides are in the wrong. You shouldn't be yelling at people. It's like, dude, it's such a weak, pathetic take. But Asmongold actually put out a video, and I think that it's really, really interesting because he watches a video that I reacted to briefly the other day. And this is the compilation of the best Dragon Age the Veilguard dialogues, warning, stunning, and brave. And what's very, very fascinating is that Asmongold basically walks back nearly everything that he said in defense of him giving the game a 6 out of 10 without actually coming out and doing it. Asmongold comes up with what I think is probably one of the lamest defenses I've ever seen. Oh, I didn't even know this stuff was in the game. I just fast forward through all the cutscenes. I don't even play the game for the story or the dialogue. I'm like, dude, this is a BioWare game. This is a BioWare game. That's what they're known for. If you're fast forwarding through cutscenes in a BioWare game and you don't care about the romance or the dialogue or any of that, and you're not counting that towards the score, yeah, you are a little bit off. But I want you to watch this because this is Asmongold's penance. Asmongold watches the dialogue and the cutscenes, and his reaction is perfect. And it is a perfect encapsulation of all of the different things that I've been talking about. The fact that the dialogue is shockingly bad, and it is not just that the dialogue is bad. This is what Asmongold does when he doesn't want to talk about wokeness or he wants to downplay wokeness and say it's not really a big deal, it's just the writing. No, it is the people behind the scenes. It is the culture that they cultivate. It is all of it. It is an amalgamation of all of these different things that they cram together to make this toxic ball of muck that they then throw at consumers and then are upset when people complain about it. So let's take a look at this. I think this is definitely worth watching.
Of the best Dragon Age Veilguard dialogues. Oh no. Oh.
That's what the pirates eat when they come to port. This is too rich for me. Perhaps you could prepare some vegetables. Fine. Here, vegetables. So, I'm non-binary. What does that mean?
Yeah.
I have big fingers. That means I don't feel like a man or a woman. If you are neither a man nor a woman, then what are you? I'm a dragon slayer. Non-binary. I just said.
Oh,
This isn't AI, right? Like, I don't want to get fooled if this is like some like AI thing.
no.
It's in the game. Okay.
We wish. We wish it was AI.
Okay.
I can't wait for AI to come and replace these people.
If this is because I have criticized your dress or your manners, it isn't. Under the Q, The term for one whose gender does not match the one given to them at birth was a cunithlon. Perhaps you are like that. Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy for Evitosh, Chakra to Ebra? So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong? No, you misunderstood. Then say it better.
Oh my god.
Am I never enough for you?
Oh.
I will go.
What an atrocious
When
character.
did it become acceptable to make video games a platform for you to trauma dump with your relationship about your parents?
Over the past 10 years or so, it's been normalized. The gaming press has tried to normalize it. I would say the genesis of this really was 2013. You see, because when Mass Effect 3 came out, that was really the start of gamers saying, you know, we don't like this ending, we don't really think this is good. And it was the beginning of games journalists coming out with articles like gaming culture is over, gamers, you don't need to listen to them, they don't need to be your audience. So I'd say since about 2013 or so. I mean, there was stuff like that going on, but it really started to hit its stride in the last about 10 years or so, where these disgusting freaks think that they can get you to pay money for their just absolutely revolting, unrelatable, narcissistic, therapy session.
This is amazing. I oh my god. Did Ryder have some serious daddy? Yes. Like, what is this? Oh my.
Thank you for inviting me to your home, Panada. I'm a dragon slayer.
So, does the fire feel like a part of you? Or I don't know, like something else inside you?
No, it has to be me.
Has to? What if it's not?
Ugh.
How? Sometimes the stone magic feels like something else in me. It's me, but it's not me. You know?
Hmm.
So, what's this about?
I got you a saying.
Oh, Tosh, it's gorgeous. Oh, the stitching.
Yeah, because I appreciate your skills. At archery.
Oh man. Oh god.
I get more embarrassed watching this than I did watching Scott's Tots.
Oh. Oh
I could
man.
watch Ninja's New Year's Eve party on repeat for an hour and cringe less than this.
Correct. Yeah.
This is amazing.
And so, Asman, if you want to know why people like myself and others were giving you crap for rating it a 6 out of 10, and then thinking that the only reason that people were giving you gruff is because they had some kind of ideological bent, the reason that people were telling you to blow it out your ass was because it's so obviously bullshit. This game is atrociously bad. I don't care where you stand on the political spectrum. This game is an abomination. It is atrocious. This is a 2 out of 10 game. Now, Asman's about to do a bit of tap dancing here and say, well, I didn't even watch the cutscenes. I just skipped right through it. Imagine playing a Bioware game and then not even having dialogue options. And it's like, oh, I was only playing a Bioware game for the for the mechanics of the gameplay. It's like, come on, man.
How is this possible? I
Thank you, Tosh. That's real sweet.
smell good.
Oh. Oh, God.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
Really good.
Oh, God. Oh.
What's so crazy about that is that if that was in real life and a guy was saying that to a girl and um he had a fedora and a neckbeard, people would want him canceled.
I'll go a step beyond, Asmon. If you were doing a convention like at TwitchCon with OTK and you had Tectone on one side and you had Emaru and you had yourself and you were doing autograph signings or something, and somebody came up to Emaru and said, "I think you smell good, really good," and then leaned in to try to smell her, I have to imagine that not only would they want that person canceled, they would want that person on a list where they were banned from all of your, all of your socials. They would want that person kicked out of TwitchCon and never allowed back in. They would probably call the police. And then potentially, depending on the severity of the smell, are we talking like maybe this guy somehow uses instant transmission to get behind her and does the Joe Biden, the hands on the shoulders and does a little sniff. Tectone would probably knock him, hit him right there in the the third or fourth chin. My point is that it's actually far worse than what you're saying. It's not just about canceling. If this happened in person, there would be severe consequences. Severe consequences.
That's what's like, yeah, bro. Like that's like the meme. Hello, HR. Like, what is this? It's just so. Oh my god. Please get that phone started.
Oh. Oh.
Uh,
Hey, Tosh. Do you want to come?
Because of your friendship with both Harding and Tosh have begun a relationship.
Ugh. Oh man, that's so gross. Man. God, that's so gross.
Me to break this in?
Yeah. Like, now?
Ugh.
Of course now.
Oh, good. Let's go.
Okay, the stomach I get, but did it really have?
Hey, who ate the last bread and cheese want?
Oh my god. Oh, God, this hurts. God, it hurts. It's physically painful.
I wonder if these people ever
Ugh.
realize that this does more damage to the perception of non-binary people in media than my entire YouTube channel will ever do.
And mine. There's nothing that I could ever say in any single video or across my entire series of videos that could do more damage to the LGBT community than this. This is absolutely atrocious. This is just a toxic miasma of putrid incompetence and narcissism and delusion. You didn't have anyone there to tell you that this was shit. To basically say, "Hey, why don't we go in a different direction?" Like, if you thought that having a non-binary character in the game was a good idea, that person or that team of people should have been fired immediately. Preferably from a cannon directly into the sun.
Like, all of the things that people accuse me of, this is actually doing it 1,000 times worse.
Correct.
It's actually crazy. Like, because
Because these people are terrible. They're not good people. They're not decent, kind-hearted, empathetic people. They're nasty, disgusting, bottom-feeding, barely human, degenerate scum that ooze. I mean, they can't have relationships. You had to understand, these people alienate most everyone in their life, and so the only people that they have that are close to them are quote unquote allies that are part of this cause, which is why you get this sort of filth, because they're so obsessed with owning the chuds and owning the gamers that they allow stuff like this to exist, not knowing it is the single greatest and most devastating thing to their cause that anyone could even imagine.
So pretty much like a one-to-one comparison for this would be like that golem from Dragon Age. It was it Inquisition or Origins, right?
Origins.
Because it's like kind of a character that's like in some ways similar to this character.
No. No, Shale was not like this character at all. Shale was an awesome character. Shale had a lot of depth, and they were not like this character at all. No, Shale was not like this. Not at all. And not in any way, shape, matter, or form. Shale was very, very different. And maybe if you watched like some cutscenes of Shale, you'd understand. But it's not at all the same at all in any way.
This is unbelievable.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I thought, well, I don't know what. It's fine. No, no. They're your favorite.
Say you're sorry some more. That'll fix it.
No, you're right. Pulling a barb.
Oh.
Wait, this happens twice?
Man. Yep.
I don't know if I can finish this video, guys. Like this is like self-harm.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Suck it up though. But I think in a game like this, I think what should here's how I'd solve this. First of all, firing the entire team responsible for this. But I would give people an option to kill off this character, Tosh. I'd give them the option. Be a renegade in any game. That might be one of the things that gets people to actually play the game. If this unlikable, terrible villain of a character that you're trying to push on people could actually be killed off. If you did that, that might incentivize people to actually play the game. But no, instead you take away renegade options. You force people into compliance with your worldview. And people respond by doing the most renegade thing. They give you the finger. And they don't play your game again, or they just outright refund it after a couple hours. That'll be another video that we talk about, the refunds. There's been a lot of scuttlebutt about massive refunds or streamers buying the game, playing it for 2 or 3 hours, and then returning it. Boy, that's interesting.
Oh my god. No, we can't stop. We have to keep going. But oh my, I actually really think this is a huge problem. Because I think this is setting back social relations by such a dramatic way.
And so, Asmon, I would hope that you would take this newfound knowledge and you would realize that this isn't a moral equivocation thing. This isn't both sides are bad. This is one side is a malevolent, malignant evil that needs to be purged, like we're Templar from the Crusades. We are going in culturally, metaphorically, and trying to get these demons out. And trying to dislodge them from the industries which they have leached onto. This isn't a whataboutism. It isn't about, well, yeah, but both sides, nothing. These people are worse. And they're not worse by an insignificant degree. So even bringing up the other side in a conversation like this is a distraction.
This is so harmful. He gave it a 6? Yeah, I didn't see this part. You know what I do with the cutscenes?
Oh, man. Oh, man.
I don't even know who this bitch is. Yeah, I just wanted to level up the warrior and see if I could do something cool with like being able to do a lot of damage. Like I restarted the game on hard mode because like anytime that I beat a game that's not on hard mode, I feel like I didn't beat the game. So I restarted it and I've been playing it off stream, and I don't even look at the cutscenes. I don't even look at the cutscenes at all. I have no idea what happens. Don't care hard or anything. No, the hardest mode, the hardest hard mode. You still gave it a 6? Yeah. No, I mean, like, I think it's a 6 game.
It's not.
Right? I mean, like, there's like hours of dialogue and like cutscenes, probably, and like,
Probably.
yeah, a little bit of it is cringe.
Probably.
I mean, basically, like, dialogue and story in a game matter a lot, but they're not really the reason why I play video games. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm weird. But like I think this is stupid and cringe and it's just like bad for everyone. Yeah, for sure it is. But well, at the end of the day, ultimately I don't really play the game for this reason. Like this doesn't really move the needle for like whether I really want to play the game or not.
What?
That's just me.
Like, understand, like, I sort of get it. You know, maybe you're not invested, but this is a BioWare game. You understand, this isn't WoW. This is BioWare. BioWare, everything rides on the companions and the story. That is the entirety of BioWare. That is what they are known for. So to try to dismiss the core of what people would expect and give it a 6, I think this game's a 2, Asmon. This game is a 2 out of 10. By BioWare standards, and BioWare standards is standards that they themselves put forward. When they made Neverwinter Nights, when they made Knights of the Old Republic, when they made Jade Empire, when they made Dragon Age Origins, when they made Mass Effect, they set a new standard. These games do not meet that standard anywhere near it. They are a 2 out of 10. And that's being generous. This game is so bad that you could talk about graphical fidelity, but Anthem had good graphics. Anthem had good graphics. Graphics is not the issue. It's the wokeness, it's the DEI, it's the ESG, it's the bad character designs, it's the terrible facial animations, it's the dialogue, it's the lack of any fundamental story that makes sense. Everything is like some kind of cheesy second grader, kid school play type of just amateur bullshit. It's unacceptable.
2, 3.
Yeah, that's just me. Wait. Okay. I love the narrative about how like somebody who gets mad about eating cheese sticks has struggled more than this barbarian warlord who's probably killed hundreds of people, because some people might not immediately know what gender they are. Like, it's just like this is like trauma dumping in video game form. It's insane. Yeah. What?
Look, all afternoon you came just in time for it.
I think that I saw this.
There are others here as well, up the beach.
God.
Yeah, it's okay. We came to meet them.
Riveni with one of their seers.
Oh, man.
How did this get approved?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because, like, this guy's so cool.
He's all right.
This guy's, like,
He's pretty cool. He's all right.
what the fuck? Like, how do you go from that to this?
Very carefully, it seems.
They asked how I was. They asked if I would like to come with them and
Cool
teach
people.
about the weather.
You know what's funny? I feel like, yeah.
What did you mean the air is running away from the storm?
We think of air as being nothing, but if you have felt a driving wind, you know it has weight. On a calm, sunny day, the air rests on you like a warm, thick blanket. When a storm is coming, the air pushes on you less. We say that it is afraid, running from the storm.
Ugh.
You can feel the difference in the air.
Some of us use tools to measure it. Some of us can feel it in old aches, or the way your body knows the sun is rising.
A lot of Canary are nervous around. She never did make it easy.
No shit. Shocker to Ebra. What kind of last words are those for someone you're supposed to care about?
She also said you were stronger than the Dragon King.
And I misunderstood the Kunari crap. Like always. We never got to yell it out. We never get to fix it. Spit of her horn. I cut it off when I left her.
Damn. This is terrible.
We should do something with it. Ravani would wear it as jewelry. She hated when I acted Ravani. Kunari would graft the horn to their own. But she didn't want me to stay in the Kyun. What would make her happy? Here, vegetables.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That was the longest 8-minute video I've.
Yeah, I am officially non-binary. B-U-Y. I am not gonna buy this goddamn game.
ever seen.
Yep.
That actually hurt me.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in. Like, this is.
A 2 out of 10 game.
And the worst thing is, like, it's all one character. You know? Like, it's just. It's.
It's not just one character. It's all the characters and the way that they interact with that one central theme. The way that they interact with non-binary, which, by the way, there should be an option to tell that person that they're crazy. There should be an option to get them out of your party. There should be an option to kill them off. There should be so many different options in the game to not affirm this mentally ill, delusional, narcissistic bullshit.
This is shocking. Like, how could you put something like this out? I mean, here, vegetables, so I'm non-binary? It's just. It's so unbelievably realistic how the non-binary character gets angry at shit for no reason. See, this is exactly what I'm talking
Right.
about. This type of.
People despise the individuals who sit in the street and block traffic. People despise the individuals who go to the museums and throw paint on priceless pieces of art. People despise the individuals who think that their ideology and their pronouns and preferences trump everything else. They despise them. They are obnoxious, they are stupid, they are malevolent, and they don't really have anything that's worth enduring the bullshit that they're presenting and putting on you.
Representation is actually so damaging.
True.
And I wonder when they're going to realize that.
They're not.
You should get banned. This is literally self-harm.
Huh. Well, yeah, Asmongold's going through an existential crisis, revealing just how atrocious the dialogue is. We'll let him reflect on that, but in the end, I was right. The game's a 2 out of 10. The dialogue is shocking. It is absolutely indefensible. And the people that are defending this are doing so not because they actually like the game or because they think it's good. They just don't want you to have a win. Because they're genuinely that pathetic and that stupid. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for today's video. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you supporting the channel, and I'll see you next time.